Good morning, good afternoon, good night, YouTube. How are you all doing there? Good to see you again. This is James, and I am playing Minecraft Survival. This is my Season 2. Let's do it. So, welcome to the third episode. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. In today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at mining. Now, mining is one of the greatest things about Minecraft. You get to poke your nose under the ground anywhere. Do you mind? Sorry about this, you always get people trying to get in on your action and that. At least he didn't stick up 2 fingers behind my head. Anyway, it's great because you can go exploring caves, and now it's raining. Oh, you know what? This is already a take 2. I'm not doing a take 3. Let's have a look at what we can be getting today. Right, let's have a look. This is some of what we're going to be finding, right? Whoopsie daisy, I left a bit out. Let me just dig a hole here and put some lava down. Right, let's have a quick look. So, most of what we're going to be digging through is stone. And when we extract it with a pickaxe, we're going to be getting cobblestone. What we can do with that sometimes... well, not sometimes, is we can add vines to it and turn it into mossy cobble. And also, in dungeons, we will be getting big rooms made of this stuff with a cage in the middle, which constantly spawns monsters, which is going to be valuable for us. Now we've got dirt, which turned into a grass block because it's near grass blocks. Then we've got... I forgot what that is. They've changed all the textures on Minecraft, so I'm a bit unfamiliar with them. So that's gravel there. This is a interesting block because when you place it, it's subject to gravity, whereas the other blocks, let's just use a lapis lazuli block. Well, that was granite, which is another stone block. But what we're going to do is, I'm going to do that. Most blocks, they stay in midair if you place them down and then take out the blocks under them. This one doesn't, this drops. Then we had granite, which I'm not really interested in because it just looks like bright orange dirt. Andesite, diorite, then we've got, for tool making, we've got iron ore, which you can dig up and smelt, coal ore, which is useful as a fuel source and a decorative block, gold, which is useful for quite a few things. You could also make the tools and armour out of it, but trust me, I wouldn't. Redstone, which is involved in simple mechanics. People have made gigantic computers in Minecraft out of these, which do simple tasks like, I don't know, 4-bit or 8-bit computing systems. Lapis lazuli. Used to be called useless lazuli by many people on Minecraft. And what it is you can use it as a catalyst for applying magical enchantments onto your tools, or you can dye sheep blue. Diamond ore. This is great. It drops 1 diamond per ore. And if you've got a fortune enhancement on your pickaxe, there's a possibility of it dropping more than 1 per block. Emerald ore, only found in certain biomes. It used to be Extreme Hills biome, but then they included a lot more terrain in Minecraft, so I have to go back on the wiki and check where we can get hold of this. Basically mountainous areas. Lava, this is useful as a fuel source, but if you jump in it, you will burn, most likely to death. And if you die and you lose your items and they drop into lava, they will burn. And then bedrock. You cannot dig through this on survival Minecraft. This is like stopping you from digging through the block and falling out of your world to your death. You do not want to fall out of the world. It is the worst experience you can have. You can't stop it happening. You lose 2.5 hearts per second. And, what is it? You lose all of your stuff. So, what we're going to do, by the power of magic and editing, we are going to go on a little bit of mining. I'm never going to get this right. I'm never going to get this right. We missed out obsidian. Obsidian happens when you place water above lava. It's the hardest block in the game, apart from bedrock. It's the hardest block that you can mine. It's got a blast resistance, which stops anything explosive destroying it. It's great if you want to build armoured fortifications, or just want... blue stuff. Purple stuff? Purple. I'm colourblind today. Right. And it's also very, very much needed for portals to hell, which is called the Nether in this game. Anyway. Let's see what we can find. And with the magic of editing mode, we've left creative and we are now in survival. And where's all our blocks gone? Ha ha ha. Right then. So what we got to do if I love it when I don't do things properly. What we've got to do if we're going to find a mine is we've got to remember where we are in the world. One way of doing this is to make sure that as the blocks go, you're going directly north, if this is north, then west, south, or east. Don't just be wandering in a random direction like over here like that, because you'll end up going over a hill, you won't be able to find out where you are, and you'll likely go around in a huge massive circle, confused, running out of your hunger bar, gaining injuries, and not having a good time of it. In this early stage of the game, it's still helpful to butcher everything that you can find for its meat. And zombies, as I said, they get set on fire by sunlight because they're dead. And what we want to be doing is looking for a cave. Now, this is so early on in the game that really what we're looking for is just access to stone. Well, hello, we've found some access to stone. We'll have to remember where this is. We've got 3 torches because resources are tight when you first start a game. We've got stone, we've got diorite, we've got granite, we've got dark spaces which could harbour nasties. We've got lava. This is quite an interesting cave. We've got iron ore, but we need stone tools in order to pick up iron ore. Wooden tools, like the one I've got in my hand, my pickups, they can dig up stone like this. But let me give you a demonstration of what happens if I just... Hang on, let me just clear some space in my inventory. I've noticed that a lot of the textures in Minecraft have either been modified or have completely changed. I wonder how I feel about that. The game does seem to have a slightly different look to it now. So, I'm going to take myself onto just my bare hand, and we're going to do that. Takes about 10 seconds to do this. Crack lines are running through the block, but as it breaks, no pickup. So you want to use the right tool so that you actually manage to get what you want in the world. There we go. So we've got 6. Now I'm going to have 8 blocks for my furnace. I'm going to have about... Let's go for about 16 blocks before we retreat back to his base. This is a very, very nice cave at the moment. It's nice and safe. Due to recording on screen, I can't hear any mobs, really. I've got a very low recording volume, so it can pick up my voice. But having said that, I don't see any mobs. Another thing that the wooden pickaxe can take care of is coal ore. I'm going to need some of that. Each lump of coal can help you smelt 8 items in a furnace, which is good. I'll explain furnaces later on. And we're good to go. We can always come back to this base. This cave, should I say. Let's get back home. It's really good that this is just directly north, but if you've ever got problems, what you can do when you're trying to find out where your cave is in relation to your home is just leave some cobblestone behind, or leave some torches so you can see your path at night. That way, and make sure when you're looking back, you can see where each one links. Because you don't want to be like doing too many cobblestone, but you don't want to get to a point where, like that one, you can't see the last cobblestone. Because sometimes you might be adventuring quite far in the world before you've got the ability to get your way back properly. Because there's map making that you can do, there are compasses, there's quite a few different ways of, I should have checked this out, I actually have a furnace. Right, let's have a look then. So what we want is some sticks. This is where having a lack of trees is not good, but we've got trees where we are. If you happen to spawn into a world that has no trees because you may be on an island in the middle of an ocean, my advice to you, unless you want the challenge, is just give up, delete your world and start again. Unless it's a purple island full of red cows, because that's a good place. They're called Mushroom Islands, but I'll cover that in another episode. So what we want to do is have a look at the craftable tab, and we want to craft some blocks and then some sticks, and we're going to craft a pickaxe, and while we're at it, let's craft a stone sword, because we need that, and let's craft They've changed the texture on swords. These swords and other tools are iconic because they don't originally even belong to Minecraft. They belong to one of Marcus Preston's older games, before he created Minecraft. Weird. So I've got, have we got the ability to make an axe? No, I think we're a bit low on cobblestone. No, we're low on sticks. That's okay. So the sun's setting now, so going in between my cave and my base might become harder, but if I make a run for it, I should be okay. We remember last episode, what happened was I got absolutely trashed by a midget zombie. Or, a midge, as I call them. I don't know what their official name is, but I call them midgy zombies. Anyway, so we've got a horse. Horses are really nice. They're really good at travelling across flat land. And when you're travelling on them, you can instantly jump up one block on them. We might get into horse breeding later on. And now that I've got a stone tool, I can harvest iron ore. And if you look, my ability to harvest blocks, mine them, is much faster. It's a trend that'll continue. When we get the next tier up, which is diamond, it'll be much faster. But to get diamonds, we're going to have to invest some significant time into this mining operation, or we're just going to get very, very lucky very quickly. Right, I can only make one more set of torches, which is 4 for a stick and a piece of coal. And after they're done, I will have to retreat. There we go, that's a dead end to the cave, which is good in a way because it means that we know that hostile monsters cannot spawn in the darkness of this cave where we've lit it up. So we get a bit more iron ore. I always like to widen things and chisel back blocks because it just, in my eye, it makes everything neater. And I'm slowly gathering the building supplies I need for later. But you can mine however you see fit. I will say something though. Do not mine straight down like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep going, right? Because if there was no block under me, I could have fallen down a cave that was 20 blocks deep, right, and killed myself. Or I could have fallen into a pool of lava and not been able to get out and killed myself. There's, in the darkness I can't really see. If you do want to mine, I'll show you how you want to do it. Step mining. Oh, I'm in a dark area. Hang on, let me do it here. So you take away that, so we've got a wall, then we go 1, 1 down, 1 down. Straight ahead, 1 down, 1 down. Straight ahead, 1 down, 1 down. Always make sure you're checking that the block that you've just dug away that you're going to step on is actually a block and not an empty space, otherwise you will fall. The odds of you actually getting to the bottom of the world arena with this and safely is much higher than if you just dug straight down. And besides, it's easier to get out. As you see, I had difficulty getting out of that little pit. I had to dig my way out, whereas your need to dig your way out is already sorted for you. Right, so I'm going to return back to base now, and I think I'm going to come back with some iron tools, having a bit more farming done, tree farming, so I've got a bit more in the way of lighting resources, because I can just about see what I'm doing. Oh, sugar. I told you I can't really hear mobs with this setup. This creeper is going to pursue me, but it might be usable to just back off to the point where he explodes, because he might do a little bit of mining for me, if you see. He's not done too much damage because he's not too up close. Now, then what I can do is ensure that I actually have an escape route out of here for if I get attacked again, which I'm bodging up like mad, but I still managed to get out. Right, so I will see you in a little while. Right then, we are back at base, and we've got 1 or 2 bits and pieces to help us upgrade what we're doing. And the cow's back. Stop looking at the camera. Stop looking at me. I'm going to have to put up with this for a while out of some random cow. Anyway, let's have a look. We're back at base. I'm going to put that there because I've lost track of what time of day it is. What we can do is we'll put some iron ore in our furnace. And normally what happens with iron ore is, not just iron ore, everything, is a single lump of coal will smelt 8 items, but I only have 6 at the moment. So that's your furnace, in case I haven't told you, and that's your crafting table. It does look like it's starting to get dark. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to smelt down at least 6 iron ore, because what I'm hoping to do is use 3 of them to create a bucket, and 3 of them to create an iron pickaxe. Though I might not create the iron pickaxe right now. What I'm also trying to create now is a hoe for tilling soil, because on the next episode we're going to start doing some basic farming, teaching you about that, getting us so we're living a more sustainable life, because we can run around butchering farm animals, but even though that's not a cow, that's just a representation of a cow. Why is it coming to investigate me? Do you want the beef I'm holding? That would be weird. Anyway, because they're not animals, you know, you shouldn't feel bad about slaughtering them if you need to for food, but for some reason, I feel bad about doing it. So, let's see. We've got 6. They've definitely changed the textures for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what's craftable with what we've got, and look for a bucket. They've changed the... wow, what's this? A stone cutter. I don't know what that is. They've added quite a few things to the game. Some of them don't have functionality yet, so it's good for me because I now have to go on the Minecraft wiki and I have to be like, yeah, something new to explore. And I won't get a iron pickaxe yet. I'll get some shears. There's a special reason why we want shears. Is it still daylight? Just about. Let's get some shears in our hotbar, because I saw some sheep. There's one thing I like about sheep, is that you can shear them for wool. Let's get up to the sheep and make sure I don't... I've just punched it one. Hang on, that was the right hand shoulder thing. It's left hand shoulder button to do it. And I could do with at least 3 wool. Let's find another sheep. The reason why we want wool is because I would like a bed. Beds are... For the amount of resources that you have to craft to make a... Oh, look. I didn't capture that properly. A sheep, once you shear it, and it loses its wool-like skin, will eat from a block of grass, turning it into dirt, and it will regrow its wool. So you can farm wool effectively. See if we can have a look at this one eating. Come on. You look skinny. Go on, eat some grass. Eat some grass. Don't look at me, eat some grass. What's that saying in acting? Never work with children or animals. Oh, I forgot you're not a sheep. You're just a crude representation of a sheep, aren't you? So I don't feel bad about killing you. Anyway, that will regrow its wool. We'll see that later on. And my hunger bar is decreasing. Right. So what we want to do is have a look at what we've got left. We've got 4 blocks of wood and we've got white wool. So we're going to have a look at what's craftable. And we need to have a look at making a bed. These could be made with any colour wool, which, let's scroll down a little bit, which means we can make any type of colour bed. We can also re-dye the beds to change the colour after they're made. Right, okay, let's have a look in our inventory. And let's stick out a bed. This should be inside. The rain is not going to harm this bed. Get rid of the bit of grass. And at night time, when you sleep in a bed, it does something brilliant. It automatically resets the day without advancing time forward, and it resets the day to morning. And any weather like this automatically gets reset to clear weather. You know, sunny skies. So, in effect, it's partly a weather control device. It's weird. And considering that took 3 planks of wood and 3 wool blocks, it's a hell of a powerful device. Anyway, right, that concludes what we're going to do for this episode, some basic mining. I'll be teaching you more about mining and more about other things as we go along. Remember, this is part explanation, part exploration of the game. Feel free to like, share and subscribe. My channel is growing nicely and I just hope you enjoy it. If you want to leave any comments or feedback on how I can make this series better, please feel free. As you know, I am going to be exploring the game until I reach the end game state, and hopefully not getting my suit too mucky in the process. Right then. Hope you enjoy whatever you're getting up to this week. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Get out of my face! I swear to God, I am gonna murder you. Get your udders out at screen. Have you got no dignity? Jeez.